Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to be talking about NVIDIA
Okay.
and
Yeah.
their crazy Q3 earnings for this fiscal year 2025.
Absolutely.
I was looking at the stuff you sent over, and I was blown away.
Yeah.
35.1 billion with a B in revenue. 94% jump from last year.
Crazy.
They absolutely crushed their own guidance. So I think it'd be awesome if we could just dive in
Well,
and
let's get into it.
really try to understand what's going on here, what's making them so successful, and then what clues does this give us about
Yeah.
where AI is headed as a whole?
Absolutely. So, I mean, one of the things that really pops out to me is that it's not just about the overall growth,
Yeah.
it's about where that growth is coming from. The data center segment of NVIDIA brought in a ridiculous $30.8 billion in revenue,
Wow.
which is a 112% increase year over year.
So that's more than double.
More than double. Yeah, it's a massive.
So what's fueling that data center business?
It's really all about the demand for NVIDIA's Hopper GPUs,
Okay.
and particularly the H200 architecture.
And can you remind the listeners what a GPU is again?
Yeah, so a GTU is a graphics processing unit, and it's basically a specialized electronic circuit that accelerates the creation of images and videos. And they've been traditionally used for gaming and stuff like that, but they're really good at these AI calculations as well. And so NVIDIA has really capitalized on that.
Gotcha.
And the H200 is like the latest and greatest,
Yeah.
the top of the line.
Okay.
And it's all about faster processing power and efficiency for AI.
So give me a real world example.
So imagine if your internet speed suddenly doubled,
Okay.
but your monthly bill got cut in half.
Wow.
That's kind of the impact that the H200 offers for AI processing.
That's a great analogy.
It's insane.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But here's something that kind of surprised me when I was looking at this. Their gaming revenue is still pretty strong.
Yeah.
3.3 billion, 15% jump
Yeah.
year over year. I thought everyone was just jumping on the AI bandwagon.
It's true that AI is the hot new thing right now, but you can't forget that NVIDIA's roots are in gaming. They
Yeah.
came from gaming. They made their name in gaming, and they haven't abandoned it. Their GeForce RTX sales are still really strong, showing that they're still a major player in the gaming world.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You mentioned Blackwell in the notes.
Yes.
Can you explain to me what Blackwell is?
Blackwell is essentially the engine behind this whole AI revolution that we're seeing.
Okay.
It's a new GPU architecture that they've developed, and it's being produced at a really unprecedented pace to meet this demand.
What makes it so special?
So what makes it special? It's just like such a leap forward in processing power and efficiency for AI. And you see companies like Oracle using it to build these massive zetascale AI clusters.
What does that mean?
It basically means they can process these insane amounts of data, leading to like potential breakthroughs in fields like drug discovery, climate modeling,
Oh, wow.
you name it.
So is it only for like big companies or?
No, not even. Even Microsoft is offering cloud computing services that are powered by Blackwell. So this is like,
So anyone can access?
yeah, anyone can access it. It's
Okay.
like next level stuff.
So Blackwell's impacting everything from giant corporations to like
Everything.
really important scientific research.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. So looking beyond Blackwell, what do you think is driving NVIDIA's future growth?
So, I mean, the sources highlighted three key areas. First of all, this AI revolution is still in its early stages.
Right.
And they're predicting that it's going to become a multi-trillion-dollar market.
Oh, wow.
It's going to influence every industry imaginable.
So there's still a lot of room to grow?
A ton of room to grow, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then the second thing is that NVIDIA is expanding geographically. They're going into India. They're going into Japan, where AI adoption is booming.
Yeah.
And then the third thing is what we're calling the rise of enterprise AI,
Okay.
which is basically AI that's designed for businesses.
And you mentioned billions of AI agents.
Yeah.
When you were talking about enterprise AI, can you break down what those are for me?
So imagine like a supercharged Siri or Alexa,
Okay.
but instead of setting reminders, it's negotiating contracts or optimizing traffic flow in an entire city.
Oh, wow.
That's an AI agent, an AI that's capable of doing these complex tasks autonomously.
Is that happening already?
It's starting to.
Okay.
Companies like Deloitte and Accenture are using NVIDIA's technology to make these AI agents a reality.
So what would that look like?
So you could have AI managing supply chains.
Okay.
You could have AI personalizing education for each student. You could even have AI conducting scientific experiments.
So these AI agents are basically
Like digital employees revolutionizing the workplace.
just digital employees. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
But there has to be some challenges or some concerns
And-
surrounding all this progress.
There's always challenges and there's always concerns. And the excerpts that you sent over mentioned some analyst concerns.
What were those?
So there are three primary concerns that I saw. Supply constraints,
Okay.
gross margin stabilization,
Go ahead.
and the future of AI scaling laws.
Let's unpack those one by one.
Okay.
What's the deal with supply constraints?
So basically, NVIDIA is prioritizing AI products,
Mhm.
which has led to some tightness in their gaming supply chain. Basically not enough
Gotcha.
for the gamers.
So what's NVIDIA doing about it?
They've assured everyone that it's going to improve by early 2025.
Okay.
They're working on it.
So you're saying gamers might have to wait a little bit longer for
A
the
little bit longer.
latest and greatest, but NVIDIA's working on it?
Yeah, they say they're working on it.
Okay, what about gross margins?
So the launch of Blackwell has actually led to a dip in gross margins, which is basically the profit margin on their products.
Okay.
But they're expecting these margins to stabilize in the mid-70s by late 2025.
So temporary dip, but expected to rebound.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Temporary dip.
And finally, AI scaling laws.
Yeah, so this is a really interesting one. Some analysts are basically questioning if the current pace of AI advancement
Oh,
is actually sustainable. Like, are we going to hit a wall at some point?
okay.
But Jensen Huang, who's the CEO of NVIDIA, doesn't seem too worried. He believes that these advancements in AI scaling, like improving the way we train and use AI models, is going to continue to drive demand for their infrastructure.
So while some are cautious, NVIDIA seems pretty confident.
Yeah, they seem really confident.
Okay. So overall, it seems like NVIDIA is,
Leading the charge.
they're not just riding the AI wave,
Yeah.
they're steering the ship.
I like that analogy.
So I guess the question to leave the listeners with is, if AI keeps evolving at this crazy pace, what new possibilities and challenges might we see?
I don't know. It's exciting.
It's an exciting time.
It's a little daunting.
Well, that wraps up another deep dive. This is your host, Rishabh M., and let us know in the comments which company you'd like us to cover next.